I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. Choose grace. I'm choosing grace today. I'm choosing grace today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing grace today. All right, beautiful. Join me, won't you? I choose compassion today. I choose compassion today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I choose compassion today. I'm choosing joy today. I'm choosing joy today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing joy today. I'm choosing heaven. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now. I'm choosing heaven today. One more time. I'm walking the road of heaven right now. Singing, I'm choosing heaven today. Thank you so much, everyone.
Let us come together in gratitude and humility as we gather on the unceded lands and territories of the Lekwungen people, that is, the Songhees and the Esquimalt nations, whose enduring stewardship of the land, sky, and sea sustains all life that flows through here. And we truly, truly here honor their profound reverence for the energies of these sacred places. And it is a blessing and a gift and a privilege to be able to live here, breathe here, create a place of fellowship here in the shared spirit of harmony, respect, and love on these sacred lands. May our community uphold this legacy of care and interconnectedness with the Lekwungens people have, and to continue embody all that we learn and manifest here. So please greet each other today with welcoming kindness. Thank you, Hashka. Thank you, thank you. So, as part of the thing describing about who we welcome here, we welcome everybody here, no matter where you're from, no matter what you look like, no matter what you believe in, no matter who you love. We truly welcome everybody, and that's how we embody living life lovingly. So, now we're going to have our meditative music, There Is Only Love. And we love applauding and being happy. After this song, we're sort of in a sort of meditative mood, and we're going to slide right into Kathy's opening prayer and blessing. So after the song, just this one time only, if you could hold your applause. And so now we're going to have There Is Only Love with Kelby and Carl.
in this place. I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. When I lose myself, when it seems I've lost my way, when I go inside and quiet my mind, can hear Spirit gently say, there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. Here's the chorus. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love.
This life is a wonderful gift. We live our life lovingly, knowing we are the abode of love. We are filled and thrilled with the magnetic force that love uses in doing its work. We are powerful and active to do only good and see only goodness everywhere. And so it is.
Thank you, Kelby, Carl, and Kathy. Okay, our theme for the entire month of September, I don't know if you've been at the other couple of talks, is acceptance. So acceptance. At the doorway of peace lies the threshold of acceptance. And I find that this can apply in so many different ways. So many different ways. Sometimes you might have somebody in your life that doesn't have the same empathy that you do. They may have some prejudices that you just can't really hold in your heart. And sometimes you have to accept that you can't change them, that you can send them love and blessings, but that's the way they are. And so when you accept that and kind of maybe sometimes even just step a little bit away and spend more time with people, release. Thank you, Gail. You step away, you release, and you spend your time with people that make you feel good, that make you more uplifting. It's not like you just turn your back, you send them love and blessings, and you have to accept that that's the way they are. So I'm wondering, does anybody else have a share on this month's affirmation? Thank you, Gail Musial.
Very, very short. What we resist persists. So if we don't accept, it's going to persist.
I think that's the whole let go and let God. Anybody else have a share? Don't be shy. We're going to have our feature tune with Kelby.
All right. Now, this is a song that you all know. And as I was going through some song possibilities with Lasia, this one came up as an interesting one for acceptance. It's Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen. And as I've been thinking about acceptance, I was going to share this, and then I thought I'll end up sharing it now, so I'll just wait. Sometimes we are called to accept something that is really challenging, and sometimes we're also called to accept something that is really good. And sometimes accepting good things is challenging, or sometimes just accepting the state of the world. So maybe you'll find something that resonates with you in this song. I've selected a few random verses, well, not random. I've selected a few verses from different versions that I love. And if it's a verse that you know and you're inspired to sing along, please do. We'll do it in the key of A flat in case you're keeping track. David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Now your faith was strong, but you wanted proof. You saw her bathing on the roof. Her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to her kitchen chair. She broke your throne. She cut your hair. And from your lips she drew the hallelujah. 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 Oh, yeah. maybe I've been here before. I know this room and I've walked this floor. I used to live alone before I knew you. Well, I've seen your flag on the marble arch, but love is not a victory march. It's broken and it's a cold, it's a hallelujah. 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 Well, I did my best, it wasn't much. I couldn't feel, so I tried to touch. I told the truth, I didn't come to fool you. But even though it all went wrong, I'll stand before the Lord of Song with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah. 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 Join me one more time. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Wow. Kelby and Carl raising the roof with their music. Hallelujah. Wow, that was absolutely amazing. Thank you for your incredible talent and gifts. We were all moved. That was so amazing. Wow. Your talk, Be Curious. We're just keep on getting better and better. So this is our talk. Our inspirational talk is called Be Curious. It's by our own Kathy Chamberlain. And I thought I'd just tell you a teeny little bit about her. She has been attending VTC since November 2024, and she became a member in January 2025, and she's on the board of directors here at the Victoria Truth Center. But her spiritual journey is a long one. So prior to coming here, she attended Unity Victoria for about 25 years. She was on the board of trustees, the board chair for 2 terms, and a volunteer coordinator as well. She had several other positions in the community. So being a part of the New Thought movement is important to her on her spiritual journey. She embraces the community spirit of the VTC and is looking forward to being part of the creative growth. In her personal time, she likes to do art, mixed media and textile, spending time with nature, and going coffee with friends. So if you want to go for coffee, just ask our Kathy Chamberlain. So I'm going to put my mic away. You are already mic'd up. So I'm very curious about being curious.
Thank you, Linda. and I'm very privileged to be here today and grateful. And I want to thank everyone who's here today to hear my, not only my speaking debut at VTC, but a YouTube debut as well. I'm like, whoa. But I want to say, I just want to make it known to everyone. I mean, I don't need to make it known, but I do need to say this. It's such a wonderful community. There were several people who, for one reason or another, couldn't be here today to hear me speak, and they had emailed me or phoned me and wished me well. So I really appreciated that this morning. Yeah, it's a very loving community. So now that I have you all curious, isn't that a great word? I love the word curious. It's got this whimsical, mystical thing, or mystery thing about it, right? Little whimsy and a little mystery. So, and I'm going to share what has turned into for me now to be a whimsical story. It wasn't in the beginning. It's just a short story about some incidents in my life. And why I got curious about it and what resulted from that curiosity. So I know that there's other people in the community who drive a lot. I'm a driver. I drive most of the time. The odd time I take the bus, but most of the time I drive my car. And anyone who drives in this area, actually it isn't even this area, it's most places nowadays. There's traffic congestion, there's road closures, detours, construction, road construction, building construction. It almost seems impossible sometimes to get where you want to go. And I was thinking about this as I was writing this talk. It's probably similar in some areas, particularly in Victoria, for people who bike regularly. From some of my observations now and again, it can be a challenge for those people too. So maybe just getting around is a challenge. But what was happening for me is it seemed like every time I went out to go do an errand, go for an appointment or whatever, there was some kind of obstruction due to one of these things. Road closures, construction, whatever. And I was also noticing a lot of angst about it, not only specifically for myself, but the people around me. Anger, and sometimes in parking lots there were situations where I wasn't involved in them, but I observed them where there were angry words exchanged and things like this. And there just seemed to be a lot of this at this particular time. Actually, it was earlier in the summer in my life. And so one day after experiencing this, I came home and I was sitting eating my lunch, and I got to thinking about how I was feeling. I was feeling rather anxious and a little bit angry, and I thought, I don't like feeling this way. What's this about for me? I really, this isn't who I see myself as. I don't like putting that kind of energy out into our universe. So I got thinking about it, and I thought, okay, so there's some anger here. There's an underlining flow of anger. So I could take this as a victim situation very easily, but I didn't really believe that that's what was happening here. I guess I've just kind of been in New Thought too long, and I realized that I create my reality. So if this is what I'm experiencing, this is what seems to be coming into my life more and more, then there's something that I need to look at for myself and something that I can change about myself and create a different reality for me. So I decided to get curious, and I did some self-inquiry. So I sat there eating my lunch, and I just sat with it for a while. I just sat in silence and just kind of let things flow. And so a word came up for me, and the first word that came up was anger. So I thought, okay, there's some anger here. But why am I angry? I know I can't control any of these situations. That's how it is. That's what it's going to be like. So why should I be angry about it? So I went back into that curious place. And the next word that came up for me was the word control. And I'm like, oh, control. Okay, all right. And I'm a very organized person. I plan everything. I go out to do errands. I'm going to do 2 or 3 things. I've got my path organized, my plan organized. This is how it's going to go, you know. This is how I am. Okay, that's controlling a little bit, isn't it? Because then I get in this traffic situation and I can't control that. I have to go with the flow, so to speak, and do whatever I have to do to get where I need to be in the right amount of time. So I'm thinking, okay, that goes together. There's anger, need to control. They kind of go together. Okay, those are mine. I'll own them. But I still know that there's something else there. I'm not feeling that this is complete yet for me. So I sit for a little bit longer with it. And the next word that comes up is the big one, and it's the word change. And I'm like, oh, change. Now, isn't change just a huge part of our lives right now? Huh? There's change in our personal lives, our relationships, our workplaces, our neighborhoods, our communities, our politics, our economics, our government, our spiritual growth. Change is everywhere. And there's 2 things that I know about change, and you probably do too. And the first one is change, and it's the only thing that's consistent in life. Change and life go together. We all walked in that door at 10 o'clock or whatever time. We're a different person now. That's how the change works. So that's just really when we talk about acceptance. Change is part of that acceptance. But the other thing that I know about change is it's a gift. It's a real gift, because that's our place where we can be creative. That's where we can create something different. Usually with change, there's some chaos. And at the center of the chaos, like at the center of the hurricane, the eye of the storm, the center of that chaos, that's where the peace is. That's where the acceptance is. That's where we create. We're creative beings, and we create our reality. And tuning in to that acceptance of the change and the chaos and being creative. So I'm feeling a lot better about all of this now. I feel I have some control, right? I can control how I react to this now. So I go back over this in my reflection, in my inquiry, and I look at all of this, and I think, okay, so I moved from anger, letting go of that, to need to control, letting go of that, to my irresisting change, letting go of that. And I came to a place of release, of release and acceptance that this is how it is, this is how it's going to be for me, and I can accept it. And in that acceptance, I move through that door into the peace, into a peaceful place. And that's what I can create. I can create the peace for myself, the peace that I deserve to have. So now, when I go out on these things, and this, I just became aware of this one day quite subtly when I was sitting waiting for a road crew or something, how relaxed and peaceful I was. And I find that I can focus on whatever's on my radio, look at some trees and imagine how I might draw those trees, look at a flower bed and take a picture and think of how I could create a collage from that. All kinds of creative things pop up for me, just opening up to this. So I have a little side story here that's kind of funny, and so I have to share it with you because I'd forgotten about it, and it came up yesterday when I was talking to some people. But at one point, I was kind of so frustrated with this, I was sitting in my car thinking, where can I move to where they won't be doing construction? And they won't be doing condos. Where can I go? And I said to myself, I know where I can go. I can go to Cape Dorset. Do you know where Cape Dorset is? And the Baffin Islands up north of the Hudson Bay? It's way up there. It's Inuit country. However, Cape Dorset has a fabulous art community. They have more artists in Cape Dorset per capita than anywhere else in Canada. It's a great community for that, but there's no road construction, there's no condo building. It's cold, but maybe that's the trade-off. So I thought that was kind of funny. So I get teased about that from a couple of people now. Kathy, when are you going to Cape Dorset? But anyhow, I can encourage you to be curious about things in your life, challenges when they come up, and maybe sit with them and do some inquiry and see what's there for you. And it's important to keep a sense of humor about it, because sometimes this work can be a little bit challenging and might take you off balance a bit. And do it with loving kindness for yourself and self-acceptance. And just remember that a sense of humor always creates a whole different atmosphere around things. And that life is sacred, it's not serious. Thank you. Thank you.
So now is the time that I would like everybody, if you're able to or care to stand up. We are going to do our generosity affirmation, and we're going to stand tall, and we're going to stand strong, and we're going to stand proud, and you can be in the Superman or Superwoman pose, but with strength. We are going to say together, in gratitude I give, in gratitude I receive. By embracing generosity with enthusiasm and delight, I celebrate the infinite possibilities of living life lovingly, and so it is. You can have a seat. So when we're talking about giving, lots of people give of their wisdom, their knowledge, their kindness, their love, their musical talents, their technical talents. So many people, help and volunteer to make the VTC. So we truly, truly thank you for those gifts. If you would like to contribute financially, there are several ways to do it. There is e-transfer, there's credit card, there's cash and checks, there's envelopes, and you can do it online. Just remember that Victoria Truth Center is spelled CENTRE.org. So thank you very much. So that is over there. There's a silver bowl. There's all the information you need to contribute over there. And we also have a newsletter. Most of you have got emails. There's a newsletter to get more information about what's coming up, or you can maybe let a friend know that might benefit from being in this very kind and welcoming spiritual environment. So I think, were you going to do a little blessing for us, a little closing blessing? And then I'll do the announcements. So there's just a little closing blessing. Thank you, Kathy.
I can do that. I think I have to come up there, though, so we get on the cameras. That's okay.
You
I believe I am. Yes, I think I am.
are alive.
I'm alive. Yes, I'm alive. All right. So we'll just take a moment to just maybe center ourselves and be grateful. Be grateful for the opportunity to be at the Victoria Truth Center and be with these wonderful people that are here and all the wonderful people that are watching us on YouTube and the other places. And we are so blessed and are so fortunate. And so fortunate to live here where we do, on Vancouver Island, and to live in Canada. And I could go on, I think, for a long time about the many blessings that we have, but I won't do that. I'll just say, in loving gratitude, we say thank you, and so it is.
So we do thank everybody who's watching online, and we're going to say hi to Lassia. Lassie is online. Lassia, we love you. We appreciate you. We're so glad you're here with us online. So this is where we turn it over to Kelby McNair. and Carl Rusing.
Well-
And the song, if you'd like to stand, is All Is Well.
That's right, that's right. I think from Detroit's own Eddie Watkins Jr., if I'm not mistaken. And so Carl and I are really your backup band. So it's really turning it over to you. I hope you will sing along with Reckless Abandon. It's a great tune. Here we go. All is well. Feel free to dance and clap along. Here we go. I'm not worried about tomorrow. Today I declare freedom from yesterday, the mistakes of the past. Today all things are made brand new. And don't it feel good to know that all is well and unfolding as it should? I can change my reality by changing my mind. Perfect peace, joy, and happiness is yours and it's mine. I am loved, so are you. And don't it feel good to know that all is well and unfolding as it should? All is well, all is well. Divine Spirit is directing me right now, right now. All is well, all is well, all is well, and unfolding as it should. Please take a moment to bless your neighbor. I flow in the Spirit. I am fed by the divine. I am one with all that is. My soul is free from time. I am blessed, and so are you. And don't it feel good to know that all is well? Sing it now, all is well. I tell you that all is well and unfolding as it should.
Thank you, everybody. I hope to see you next Sunday. Next Celebrate Sunday. Next Sunday is Reverend Joanna Drury. Yeah. So have a great day. Have a great week. Take care. Bye.